morning, guys. I hope everyone is well. Today is Thursday. This is actually, guys, the Thursday after Hurricane Milton. So I'm really hoping and praying that everyone is okay. A special shout out to our girl here on the channel, Miss Judy Snell. Judy's in, I think it's what, Judy? Wauchula, Florida? I think that's how you pronounce it, Wauchula, Florida. But I hope you're well, Judy. I reached out to Judy on yesterday for a couple of reasons. One, just to make sure she was okay. And side note, guys, just real quickly, guys, we're here at the Atlanta Botanical Garden. Yep, that's where we're at this morning. It's early, by the way. Not sure when this video is going to get uploaded, but just praying that everything is well with you and yours. So I reached out on yesterday to Judy, just to check on her, and then also to let her know that she was one of the winners of the little contest that I've started here on the channel. Guys, look at these roses. How pretty. Just to let her know that she was actually one of the winners of the contest. Judy won because she was one of the first. I think in the video I said that if you are one of the first 20, you know, have an opportunity or chance to get chosen, and then I would pick someone else randomly. So she was actually one of those winners. And what I'll do, I'll have the other winners here on the screen, like in a side by side, but everyone has actually been contacted, and your prize, if you don't already have it, is en route. So thank you guys for leaving all the comments. I mentioned in the video where I announced the where I announced the contest that all you have to do is leave a comment. I have some updates for the contest later on. I'll have those later on in the video. I think I want to tweak it a little bit, but yeah, again, shout out to everyone who won thus far. Really appreciate that. But yeah, we are at the Atlanta Botanical Gardens this morning, guys. It's barely 9 o'clock, and for me to already be up and out, yeah, that's a lot for me. I typically get up in the morning, have my coffee, do my orders, work in the store a little bit, and then I work out at home. But today, I don't know, I want to talk to you guys about something. Here again, just being a little bit more transparent. You know, the last time I was transparent, it led to me doing a whole other type of video. But what I want to say about that is, guys, feel free to leave comments, but let's just try to be respectful to one another in the comments. I know we're not always going to think, and I'm in the shadows. Let me get out of the shadows. We're not always going to, you know, think the same way, and I get that, but let's try to be respectful to one another as we, you know, leave our comments. What I would say too is, don't say anything to me in the comments that you wouldn't say to my face, right? Let's not get in the comments and be finger thugs. Let's not do that. Let's just be respectful. Yes, we're not gonna think the same way. We're gonna do things differently, and I can appreciate that. That's what, you know, that is what makes the world go round, the whole diversity of it all. But let's just be respectful. Right now, here at the Atlanta Botanical Garden, they are having what is known as their yearly Scarecrows in the Garden. So all throughout the garden, you'll have all of these very creative looking scarecrows. This is Sean the sheep and friends. I hope you guys can see this one. Take a look at this one. To me, she looks like an entertainer scarecrow. She has her mic, and the name of this one is If I Could Turn Back Time. Just do such a great job with the theming. You guys see all the pumpkins there behind me? They just do the best job. Eric and I were here a few weeks ago when they were putting out some of the decor and the pumpkins and everything, you know, getting the space ready for fall. And it's just amazing, all the effort that they put into it and all the work that goes along with it. The day that we came out, it was super hot, and they were just out here working. Guys, can you see those? Let me turn the camera around so that you guys can see the detail on those. These are like super weird looking. You see that? All right, so now we're here in the sun, but I hope you guys can see the display right here. I think this is what, the Mad Hatter? I'll have it on the screen. But we were here and we saw them actually putting this one together. We watched them do this one as well, and I see that they have some lights out here, so it's probably really nice at night. They do have nighttime events, so I can only imagine how this looks at night. There is so much going on outside right now, guys. Between Piedmont Park, what I'm looking at right now, they have trucks coming in. I guess they're setting up for an event. There are tennis lessons going on. There seems to be a wedding taking place, and my nails are trash. There seems to be a wedding taking place right now here in the garden. And it's super noisy. It's typically really peaceful and serene and quiet here in the gardens. That was one of the reasons I came out today. I just had to get out of the house. So Chase came home on yesterday. This is what I want to talk to you guys about. Just the whole empty nest thing. Yes, Chase has been gone from the house. Well, he's been in college for going on what, 3 years now, and I am still going through the whole empty nest thing. You guys who have gone through empty nest and you've come out on the other side, drop down, leave a comment, let me know, when does it get better? Does it get better? I think for me, having an only child makes it worse. So it was like, and for those of you who don't know, I am a super hyper nurturer. I have to, I don't know, it's just in me. It just runs through me at a level at which I wish it didn't, because it's a lot. It is a lot. And I just want to know, does it get better? Do we get past it? So Chase is in state. And again, some of my friends who have kids in college out of state, they're like, what do you mean? Like, you can drive to go and see him. Like, how in the world are you just not able to deal? But I'm just not able to deal. I think being a mom, I think for all of us as women, there are levels to motherhood. And my mothering, if on a scale of 10 being just, girl, you just the mother hen, I'm like at a 25, right? So for me, it's just really difficult to let go of the whole mothering aspect of it. So you guys will have to let me know if you're like me. Does it get better? And I specifically want to hear from those of you who have just one kid. Like, most of my friends have 3 and 4 kids, and so they're glad to just push them out so that they can have, you know, the house to themselves, or have a little freedom. But for me, it was like when Chase left to go to school, it was like, now what, right? You know, Eric and I have a great relationship, but Eric is a fully functioning grown adult. He doesn't need me to mother him, right? I am still a doter, right? That's what Eric and Chase say that I am. I am a doter. I think a few videos back, Eric mentioned that I don't get sick around me because I'm pulling out my medical bag, right? Don't cough. It's like, they're immediately like, if I'm in the room and they cough, they're like, oh, we're fine, I'm fine, I'm not sick. It was just a little itch in the throat. But I just feel like when Chase left, it was like all of that had to, you know, come to a halt. My friends who have 3 and 4 kids, like I said, you know, they still have a lot of mothering to do. I don't have a lot of regrets in life, but I do regret only having one kid, right? I wish I'd had more than one. Those of you with the one kid, I think it's easier if you have 3 and 4 kids, right? Because then you're ready for them to go, I would imagine. You know, I could be wrong. But if you have just the one kid, guys, this must be field trip day. There's so many different groups here. This has got to be field trip day. But yeah, if you have just one kid, how are you dealing with the whole, you know, empty nest thing? I'm not dealing. I'm just not coping all that well. I didn't think it would be this hard. I didn't think, oh my gosh, I am sitting right in the sun. I didn't think it would be this difficult. I didn't think it would be difficult at all, honestly. You know, he went to college and immediately it was like, boom. This just wave of just, you know, sadness, if I'm honest, just kind of came over me, and it's been here ever since. So just would like to know, gosh, like, when does it get better? Does it get better? Another table over here, and it's not as noisy. Yeah, there's a lot going on. I'm gonna walk through Piedmont Park when I'm finished here, but whew, it's hot over there, hot and noisy. I don't know. And so I decided to, I hope you guys aren't crooked. So I decided to get out of the house this morning. The mornings are really bad for me. Like I said, I get up, Eric and I hang out for a little while I have my coffee, then he goes and, you know, he has to work, and then I do my orders, I work out, and then, you know, I'm kind of free for the day. But it's during that time that I feel like super sad. So I decided, you know, maybe get out of the house today, kind of break up the routine, and maybe I'll feel a little better. And I have to say, it is helping. I think being outside, even with the sun kind of burning me up over there a few minutes ago, you know, vitamin D does help. But I would just walk around the house just sad, just thinking about, like, the 3 of us, right? When he comes home, oh my gosh, it's the best thing. But then when he leaves, gosh, it's like I have to start all over again dealing with the whole empty nest thing. You know, Chase didn't have it easy. He had a rough start also when he went off to school. And, you know, Chase is really private, so I'm not going to put all his business out there. But let me just say, it was rough. It was rough. It was rough. His first year, I would say the first 2 years were really rough for him. And so as moms, a lot of us, if you're like me, I really take on people's emotions, and so I absorbed all of what he was going through. And while now he is coming out of that, I still just feel so bad for him. And, you know, I tell myself, you know, if he didn't have to go off to college, which I knew he had to, right? I know that kids all have to leave home at some point. Had he been home, the things that happened, they would have never happened, because I could have, you know, protected him. And that's the other thing too. It's like when your kids leave, it's like you can't protect them anymore. But anyway, that's that on that. Don't want to bring down the mood of the video. I'm typically so happy, but I think I just had to get that off my chest. I do feel better, but you know how they say misery loves company? Y'all, if you're in Atlanta, you have an only child, you're going through what I'm going through, send me an email. Don't put it in the comments. Send me an email. I'm pretty sure my email is associated with my channel here. Send me an email. Maybe we need to meet up or something and kind of have like a little support system. But I'm really happy that I got out of the house this morning, kind of breaking it up. And I think I'll try to do this, you you know, 2-3 times a week at least. Why not? We're not too far from the garden in Piedmont Park, and it's just really good to get out, get some fresh air, break up the routine. And I think, you know, getting this off my chest, talking to you guys about it absolutely helps. Of course, Eric knows about it. You know, he lives it, he sees it every day. But sometimes you need just like a female perspective on it. I feel like the men handle it a lot better. Like I said, you know, early on. And see, I said I was about to finish with this. Anyway, thanks for listening to my little spiel. Let's talk about what we're going to be doing in this video. So I want to, can you guys see the view back there of the city? It's just, this place is so beautiful. If you are here in Atlanta and you want to do something different, get a membership to the garden. You don't have to have a membership because you can, you know, pay the daily rate, but because we come so often, we were like, you know, we might as well go ahead and get the membership. But what we're going to do, I think I want to get, gosh, who asked in the last video? Someone in the last video wanted to know if I could do like a kitchen update. So I think we're gonna do that. Oh my gosh, there's a Cheshire cat right there. Right there. Yeah. I think you can see all of the little topiaries. I think that's what you call them. Now that I'm turned this way, the sun isn't so bright. In this video, I want to do like a kitchen refresh. You guys know me and that kitchen. The kitchen is my spot. I love that kitchen. And I don't like cluttered spaces, and it's really true for that kitchen. So we're not going to do a whole lot. I had an Alexa downstairs in the basement. I did bring her up, and I really like the way that she looks over there. So, and then I also want to get, I want to get some decor, but I don't know what decor I want to tell you guys. I'll know when I see it. So we're going to, for sure, go to Home Goods in this video. I want to, now I am absolutely inspired to go to either Lowe's or Home Depot. Guys, look at all the pumpkins back there. Just rows and rows and rows. So I am absolutely inspired to, my arm is killing me, to go to Lowe's and Home Depot at some point in this video. I want to switch out my front porch decor. I also want to go to World Market. I need to get some more like kitchen utensils. I want to get, you know, the big wooden spoons. I've had to toss quite a few of mine because, you know, over time those spoons do break down. The wooden ones, they do break down. And I don't want to, you know, have splinters all in the food. It's dark right here. I don't want to have splinters all in the food. So I want to replace those spoons. And again, not quite sure what the other decor I want for the kitchen is going to be or is, but I'll know when I see it. So World Market, Home Goods, Home Depot, or Lowe's. I want to do a bathroom refresh, and I think some of this will be over time. I'm not sure if I'll have all of this in today's video. It'll just be over the course of, you know, a couple of 2-3 videos. They're doing so many things in this park, guys. Like, you have kids over there having like a little in the park daycare. It's just very stimulating in this park today, or in the garden today. Before we go, because I found a table in another shady spot. So one of my friends mentioned we're this video is going to be all over the place. We're now going back to the whole chase and the empty nesting thing. So one of my friends said, hey, why don't you get a dog, right? And I had to remind her, well, yeah, you remember Watson? And she was like, oh yeah. So I didn't tell you guys, and if you've been here on the channel for a while, you will probably remember we had a little Labradoodle. His name was Watson. And many of you kind of inquired, hey, where's Watson? What happened to Watson? This was what, maybe 2 years ago? This just goes back to my whole over-mothering thing. I actually took Watson back to the breeder, and it had nothing to do with Watson. It was everything to do with me and just the whole over-mothering. I mean, I was driving myself crazy just with the trying to make sure all of his needs were met and that I was, you know, doing everything I thought that he needed me to do, and just watching and, you know, making sure he wasn't getting into anything he shouldn't be getting into, and it was driving me crazy. And then couple that with the fact that, you know, Eric and Chase, I was still just over wifing and over mothering, and it was just a lot. So I was like, I couldn't deal. So I took him back to the breeder. It was rough. And I know some of you would say, you know, that was terrible to do. You were wrong for doing that. And when we took him back to the breeder, he was adopted out again the very next day. So he didn't stay with the breeder long, and it was a really good, reputable breeder here in Atlanta. So he wasn't mistreated or anything like that. I took all of his toys and everything with him so that the breeder could give them to his next home. But what are you guys' thoughts on that? Should we get another puppy? Again, let's have constructive dialogue and criticism in the comments. No need to go hard. I've already done all that to myself. But should we get another puppy? And one would think too that, okay, with me being an over nurturer, well, that was great to have Watson and Chase in the house, and you know Eric. But I think that was a bit overkill. And maybe I wasn't ready to have a puppy at the time, and now maybe is the time. So I've been kind of tossing that idea around. You guys will have to let me know, you know, what you think about that. It's like when I had Watson, you know, well, before we got Watson, I knew a puppy was going to be a lot of work. I knew that. I just didn't know a puppy would be that much work. And like I said, I just couldn't deal with it. I just could not deal with it. So I don't even think initially that I told Eric that that's what I wanted to do. I was just like losing so much sleep. Guys, look at all the flowers. They do such a great job here. Such a great job. There's another skateboard scarecrow. So many. It's like I said, I was on my way out, but I just keep running into all these little different little vignettes. Here's one here on voting. But yeah, I knew that having a puppy was going to be a lot of work. Oh, what is this? Was this a spider? Oh, scary banana. Oh, that's a banana. I'm not sure if you guys can make that one out back there. But yeah, I knew that having a puppy was going to be a lot of work. I just didn't know it was going to be that much work. And at that time, I actually just prioritized Eric and Chase. Oh, there's a KFC little display back there. And so I felt like the best thing to do would be to actually, you know, take him back to the breeder. Never, not once was he like neglected, or you know, he didn't feel like he was left out or anything. The problem was I felt like I was just losing myself. I was just putting all the work into taking care of him, and it was just so freaking exhausting. It was like just to give you an example, I never gave Watson dog food, right? I made all of his food, right? I never, let me switch arms. Oof. I never took Watson to the groomer. I did all of his grooming. I watched videos on how to give him a haircut and give him a bath and everything. I did all of that. Look at this. It's like scarecrows over here. One is giving the other one a selfie. Now I tell you, I would not want to get locked in here at night by myself, because some of these things are, they're kind of creepy looking. But yeah, so I made all of his food. I did all of his grooming, haircuts, bathing. Gosh, when I would get up at night, if let's say at night I had to use the restroom, I would wake him up so that he could go use the restroom too. I know he was looking at me sometimes like, lady, I am in here knocked out sleep. What are you doing? But oh wow, I forget her name back there. Let's see if you guys can see right back there. That particular, I'll put her name here, but she's always here in the park, and looks like right now she's getting her fall makeover. This part, or this garden, transforms for just about all the little seasons or holidays. Right now we have, I'll turn you guys around. Can you guys see the purple and blue lights? The park is lit up at night for Halloween. They also obviously have Christmas. Right now we're on this bridge. It's really neat. You can see the cars down there driving into the park. It's just a really pretty place. Really worth the money. But y'all, it was a tough decision. I didn't enter into the decision of taking Watson back to the breeder lightly. I agonized over it for a while, day in and day out, day in and day out. And I just felt it wasn't fair to myself, right? Like I said, I was losing myself. I'll turn this way. I felt like I was losing myself, and I just wasn't, I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it. But looking back on it now, I really wish, kinda, that maybe I had kind of stuck it out with him, and you know, maybe it would have gotten better. I'm pretty sure it would have gotten better, but at the time I just couldn't deal. So we are exiting the garden right here. Thank you for visiting. Come again soon. Slow automatic door. There's even a gift shop right there. And oh, there's a scarecrow right there. She's pretty. All right. This is where you come through right here. Admission. If you already have your ticket, or if you're a member, you just kind of walk right through. If not, then you're just gonna stop and pay the admission. I'll put on the screen how much the daily admission is. I don't really remember right now, but once you see the little squares on the ground, then it's going to turn to like a smooth gray path. All right, so now we are out of the garden and we have entered. Oh, something smells so good. I think it's this tree right here. Oh my gosh. It smells so sweet. Gosh, that smells good. Ooh, that smells good. Like, I want to like break off a piece and take it home. But so yeah, they have like little classes and things that you can do here at the garden as well. That's one of the buildings. But then right down this little path here is actually Piedmont Park. Let me see if I can show you guys through these trees. I am parked right over there. That black truck, yep, that's the truck. I am parked right over there. There's a garage here, it's 2 levels. Gosh, I did not want this video to turn into like a park video or a sob story video. But let me just say this too, guys. You know, there were a lot of assumptions made, you know, in a certain video about myself. And what I would say too is nobody has a perfect life, right? When you watch someone's YouTube channel, when you look at somebody's Instagram, please don't assume that those people have it all or that they have just the perfect life. Because what I would say to that is everybody is dealing with something. Everybody is going through something. But what those people have just decided to do was just put on a brave face. And if they are in the public eye in any type of capacity, they decide to put on the brave, happy face. But for me today, I just needed to get that off of my chest. I think you guys, after seeing one of my previous videos, I think you'll understand or kind of see just how passionate I am about my family. And if anything is going to break me down, if anything is going to get me emotional, it's going to be my family. It's going to be Eric. It's going to be Chase. And like I said, you know, being a mom, I think there's nothing that I'm more passionate about, honestly, than being a mom. It is, whoa, I am absolutely the consummate mom to my core. And you know, I wish I wasn't so, honestly, I wish I wasn't so passionate about it. Honestly, like I could back up a little bit, you know, I could back off it a little bit then I wouldn't feel so bad some days. But you know, it is what it is. We all have our issues. But as you guys can see here, we have a couple of school buses. So there's obviously a field trip going on here in the park today. There they are over there. I have to say, when I was teaching, one of those buses you guys saw, it said Atlanta Public Schools. I actually did teach in the Atlanta Public School system. I don't know, we never brought our kids to Piedmont Park. We did do the Botanical Garden from time to time. So can I go this way? I want to go this way. I want to go this way. You know what, let's do the active oval. Do I feel like getting my shoes all dusty today? Well, let me see. We'll just walk it a little bit. But yeah, we never came to Piedmont Park as a field trip. We would do Botanical Garden, but not Piedmont Park. But you know, I remember, since we're going back down memory lane, bringing Chase out here to this little oval. Look at that view, just gorgeous. I remember bringing Chase out here and teaching him, or helping to teach him, to ride his bike. And I'm gonna tell you just how, again, I'm just passionate about me and mine. So this little strip right here, right, get on the grass. So it's just like a long strip, right? It goes all the way down there. And he was, you know, learning how to ride his bike, and he was, you know, wobbling and whatnot. So I didn't want him on like the little busy paths, let's say up this way. You guys can't see it, but Piedmont Park can get a little busy. So what I would do is have him on this little path right here. And as you guys can see, it says no wheels, right? No dogs, no bikes. Well, they didn't have those signs at the time. Let me just say that. Oh, had to switch out the battery. So along this little path right here, I would have Chase on his little bike with his training wheels. I don't know, maybe at that time we'd taken the training wheels off. He was like 3.5, 4 years old, and I would be running behind him. Eric would be home at work. And so this guy, and I had been doing this, oh my gosh, for weeks, coming out here with Chase to trying to show him how to, you know, trying to teach him how to ride his bike. And this guy who works here, you know, the little golf carts that they ride along in, you know, when they're doing their work or whatever, he rides up and he says, ma'am, you can't be out here with that bike. I said that we're just going to be on the little, you see, it's gravel. We're not going to get on the grass. Yeah, but you can't have the bike out here. You're not supposed to be out here. I said, well, I'm not leaving. I'm just out here with him riding his bike. I'm not leaving. We're not bothering anybody. And at the time, there was nobody even out here. Like, you can see, like, there's somebody over there doing soccer right now. There's really nobody out here now. This person's over here working out, but there was nobody out here. I was like, we're not even bothering anybody. He said, well, I'm gonna have to go and get the police if you don't get the bike off this field. And I said, well, go get them. We'll be here when they show up. And I think he was kind of upset. Well, he was upset because I don't think he was expecting it. I guess he thought I was just gonna leave. But I was like, man, come on. I'm out here with a 3.5, 4-year-old on this little path. There was nobody around. And we're not on the grass. I'm just showing him how to ride his bike. What the heck? But he never came back with the police. I'm like, the Atlanta police got too many problems they dealing with and worrying about me out here showing my kid how to ride a bike. So yesterday I mentioned that I wanted to do a few little minor updates here in the kitchen. Alexa, pause. I am watching The Money Pit. We'll start right here. So I mentioned that I brought Alexa up from yesterday and I am really enjoying it here in the kitchen. It was down in the basement. Really loving it here in the kitchen. And I'm sorry, I just realized I'm probably setting y'all's device off. My apologies. So I have this little corner over here that I want to kind of do something with, this little area over here. Eric is calling it like the little tech area, but that's not what I want it to be, right? I want it to be a little bit more, a little warmer. So I'm thinking about getting rid of this particular Keurig. The number of coffee machines here in this house, ridiculous, and especially when I am the only one who drinks coffee. But I'm thinking I'm gonna keep it. I just want to relocate it. And so over here in this little area, my vision is to put, you know, some of that really cute vintage artwork that you see in kitchens now. So I want to see if I can find a piece to put right there, a really nice framed piece right over there. We'll see. Eric is like, who puts pictures in the kitchen? But you know, he doesn't get the vision. So where do I put the Keurig now? So because I do use it, I have one upstairs that I use. But you know, when I'm down here, pantry I need to clean in here. That's the next thing I'm gonna do when I hang up with y'all. But I'm thinking I'll put it here on this little buffet. I have this buffet right here. There's a really good spot for it right there, or I'll probably shift these that way. So I'm thinking place it here. There is an outlet in here where I can plug the machine in, or I could put it right there on top of that little cabinet as well. So I'm gonna figure that out. that's the kitchen. I'm thinking maybe over here in this corner, I could do a little bit more decor, but when I think about a kitchen, I think about not necessarily a blank slate, but you do need to have surfaces free so that you can get in here and prepare meals or, you know, do kitchen things, right? I don't need the kitchen looking like the family room. So I'm not trying to do a whole lot. Maybe I will switch out these items right here on the island for something else. We'll see. I do need to put some fruit in there. It's almost time for a grocery store run. And again, back there in that corner, maybe I could put something. But when I come in, I don't want to see this entire area as I sweep around just filled with things, right? I just don't like that. I don't like that. I want the kitchen to look like a kitchen. I like a really simple, clean kitchen. So we'll see what I come up with. You know, don't hold your breath. It's not going to do the most. It is absolutely not going to do the most. But we'll see what little pops of newness I can, you know, place in here for fall. And again, I am just absolutely, oh, have you guys ever watched The Money Pit? This is what I'm watching right now. This movie is hilarious. Absolutely love it. While I'm out, I also want to look for some things to kind of refresh the guest bathroom. I haven't done a refresh in here in a minute. I've actually started, you know, taking some things out. There used to be a towel hanging there. It's gone. But I want to replace like this little piece of decor there. We have a few things here on the sink. So want to do a refresh, thinking I might want to get a large rug here to put at the sink for guests when they are washing their hands. I want to replace these curtains. So we don't use this particular bathroom. This is a guest bathroom. So this bathroom really doesn't get used. So I didn't put a shower liner. These are just some curtains that I bought. And what I want to do is actually raise this bar, the shower, what do you call that? Shower curtain rod, shower curtain rod. I actually want to raise that all the way up for a little bit more of a dramatic effect and get this off of the floor. See how it's kind of grazing the floor right there? I'm not really a fan of that look anymore. So I want to raise that bar all the way up, that shower curtain rod all the way up. And yeah, so while in Home Goods today, I'll look for some really, really long curtains. And like I said, don't have to worry about these getting wet because we don't use this bathroom to shower in. It's, you know, when guests stay, they stay downstairs in the basement. Again, nobody uses the tub. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. No one uses the tub. But yeah, so I want to switch out that artwork there, get some new items here for the sink, and possibly get a rug for the bathroom. Just a little rug here to go, you know, near the sink when people are washing their hands. So I think I'm actually going to end today's video here. I don't want to make the video too long. I don't think you guys really like the long videos. Let me know. But yesterday's part in the video ate up so much time. I didn't think I would be at Piedmont Park and the Botanical Garden talking as much as I did, but here we are. I think that part of the video is already like 30 minutes long, and it's like, we gotta, no, we'll pick up next time. So I think I'm going to finish cleaning the kitchen. I'm going to clean the pantry and then take a quick shower. I'll see if Eric wants to go with me to Home Goods. And then so in the next video, I think that's where we'll kind of pick up. But like I said, I don't want to make the video too long. But before we go, on yesterday, I said that I wanted to do a few little amendments to the contest. Again, shout out to everyone who left comments. Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. It does help out the channel in so many different ways when you guys leave a comment. And I want to have a way to kind of give back to you guys for all of the support. So leaving a comment helps me, and you get something in return, so I really appreciate it. But what I found a little challenging this last time was getting you guys' emails. Some of you do not have your email associated with your YouTube name, and that is perfectly fine. I just now have to add in a little bit of an extra step. So please go ahead and leave a comment on this video. Just, you know, whatever you want to comment. You know, yesterday I shared some things and wanted to get your feedback on it. So give me your feedback on that, or anything else that you saw that you want to chat about. And then I need you to please, please, please go over to Instagram, and whatever my most recent post is. I don't post a lot over there, just really busy these days. So whatever my most recent post is, whether it was from 5 years ago, on that post, just put enter me, right? Then I can now go over to your Instagram and inquire about your shipping address and your size and all that stuff, so that I can send you out your prize. So leave the comment on this video, please, and then go over to my Instagram and say enter me, and then I'll be able to pick, you know, a winner, and I'll have a way to contact you. Because on this last time I would select people, but there would be no email associated, so I had no way to contact you. So I would have to pass you over and select someone else. I actually had to do that like 3-4 times for this particular selection process, and I don't want to do that. The first person I select, I want that to be the person who wins. But if I have no way of contacting you, I have no way to contact you. So please leave a comment here on this video, then head over to Instagram, leave a comment on my most recent post, and then that comment just simply needs to say enter me, and then I'll be able to select people from that list of comments, because now I can contact you, because I can go over to your Instagram. And don't forget to check your Instagram messages, because that's where I will contact you. I'll send you a message within, you know how Instagram does, you can send a private message. So I'll do it that way. But anyway, really appreciate y'all stopping in to hang out with me for this particular video. Again, thoughts and prayers out to everyone. These last 2 hurricanes, my goodness. If you do not believe in global warming, what I don't know what else to tell you. I don't want to know what else to tell you. The Democrats are not making hurricanes. I'm sorry. That's not a thing. But anyway, I really appreciate y'all stopping in. Remember, guys, keep it cute. Keep it cute in the comments. I know yesterday I discussed some things that you're not going to agree with. And like I said, we are not always going to agree. That's the beauty of this world we live in, right? Diversity and just differences of opinion. It's okay, right? But I'm about to start rambling. I can feel it. But anyway, really appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.